name's Jason McAdam. I'm one of the co-founders of Burnside and Brewmaster.
I'm Jay, I'm one of the owners as well, and I'm more geared towards the sales side. So now we opened the doors on December 28th last year, just beat the new year. And we kind of came together with this vision of doing a little more unique. Obviously there's a lot of breweries in town, and a lot of what makes us different is Jason and his creativity back in the brew house.
So wanted to keep traditional with old styles of beer, keeping them unfiltered, not using pumps, kind of pressure transferring all the beers, but also wanted to keep put an innovative twist into the beers as well. So you know, we're known for making beers with things from peppers to spices, chocolate. I might be missing something.
Oatmeal.
Taking traditional styles, oyster juice. Yeah. So taking traditional styles, kind of breaking styles, adding an innovative, creative twist to the beers, and then also creating older styles of beer to style as well. So
one thing that we always try to integrate into our philosophy is making beers that are food friendly, being such a really great foodie trend here in Portland with so many local ingredients. In addition to beer inspired by foodstuffs, like he mentioned, a beer with peppers, that's our Sweet Heat, where we use apricot puree and Scotch bonnet peppers, and it's reminiscent of a chutney, so something different. And then the oyster beer he also alluded to was made with 18 gallons of Hama Hama oyster liquor and 4 pounds of lemon peel. Kind
of an oyster shooter beer.
Yeah.
But broke the traditional style. Traditionally, when people use oysters, they would put them into dark beers, porter, stouts. So instead of following the same old, we decided to do an imperial strong ale, which is not an opaque beer, but has a lot of malt character. And yeah, it turned out all right. We put some into some Pinot barrels, and we're blending it back with barrel-aged beer as well to balance out that winey. Comes from British Columbia. I'm also ordering malts from Germany and England. A couple other countries in Europe. Hops, when we first started, we were getting from Hop Union up in Yakima, and we've got a few contracts with those guys this year and for the upcoming years, but the majority of our hops now moved down to the Willamette Valley to Eddie Hops, so we're contracted to those guys. I still buy, if there's something that I need for a one-off beer that I don't have contracted, we can source those out through 2 or 3 other purveyors, but we're getting it from just about wherever we can find.
If you're looking for hops, like 90% of the hops, if not more, grown in the U.S. come from within 100 miles of here. Right. So I mean, hops are going to be local. Fruit, when we use it, the apricot all comes from Salem. The peppers are actually imported from the Caribbean somewhere.
Yeah, they were coming from Jamaica. Now the last batch we're getting are flash frozen and grown in the Dominican Republic.
So yeah, we definitely shoot for local, but some unique pepper varieties like Scotch bonnets, there's no local comparison. Right. They've got quite a bit more character than a habanero. So
yeah, standard pub fare, but we make everything here. We make our pastrami, we make our corned beef, we make our own sausages, we do house pickles, we do everything but cheese and bread. So we wanted to have pub food that's available for people that are expecting that, but a step above. And then
willing to explore a little bit.
Exactly, and then
their meal.
Yeah, and then we have a short plate list that gets switched up every 2 weeks and has, you know, we dabble in wild game, pretty meat-centric menu, and molecular gastronomy. So creativity, and like I said, going back to the beer, innovative and trying to think outside the box and put ourselves someplace outside of what a standard brew pub would be.
Where do you get your food ingredients?
Everything that we get comes locally.
Yeah, we use
meat, produce,
Carlton Farms. We use Anderson Ranch, which is in Brownsville, and Wepler, which is actually really, it's out of Brownsville, Oregon as well. Really high quality produce. Our chef couldn't be happier.
In fact, the farmer delivers the produce himself from time to time. So yeah. So the bread comes from Resin, I believe.
Yeah, that's where
the street, so a small German bakery.
Yeah.
And the bread gets delivered daily. So everything that's consumable here in the pub is bought locally.